Hey, what's up guys? Today we're just going to be doing a quick analysis of one of my Overwatch ranked games in an attempt to see what I did right, what I did wrong, and what we can improve moving forward. Okay, let's just get right into it. Luckily they don't have very good hit scan on their team, so hopefully our Mercy will be decent here. It doesn't matter if Hanzo was a good pick or not, purely because he's all I play. So we can just rule that out right now. I'm not switching for anybody, okay? So let's just go into this and see what happens. Right out the gate, I just wanted to try to make a flanking position in an attempt to split up some of their resources. Unfortunately, it looks like a Reaper was behind me. My healer didn't heal me correctly in that moment. I didn't get the healing that I needed, and my tank wasn't there to provide emotional support. Okay, so it looks like here I made it back to the spot that I was hoping to get at. The Reaper is laying into the Mercy here. I see that, so I decided to snipe him. I missed some of my shots there, but that was just because I was worried about the people behind me and maybe possibly sniping me. And if I had some more pressure on them, it wouldn't have been a big deal. So that's my team's fault for me not getting that kill. Ooh, there we go. I got that headshot, though. Here I tried getting the headshot on this Hanzo here, but unfortunately, I think my cam or my mouse bugged out a little bit, so I wasn't able to secure that. Here we go, I picked off one of the healers, which is no biggie. I do that pretty regularly. It's what I try to do and is what I'm known for. Unfortunately, the monkey is on point. I think I switched my attention to him here. Yeah, I do. I could have gone that, but they stole the kill from me. Right here, we're down a hallway. I think I might have been sonared. See, I did end up getting headshot. That's not normally what I like to have happen. If the Mercy had flown up to me, that probably wouldn't have happened and I would have been able to secure those kills. So once again, that death wasn't my fault. Here we go. We go back up to meet him. I do get the sonar on him here. He's gonna jump down. I'm gonna lay in on some healers. Doesn't really work. It looks like from here, I'm just trying to get a new angle, split up some resources. See, I secured a kill right there. I was hoping to get some more, but unfortunately the entire team ran away, and they kind of, it looks like they expect me to 1v3 here, which is not unusual for me to be able to do, but I think in this instance, it was asking for a little much, and my team is gone. They have ran away because they're afraid of commitment. So if my team stayed with me here, I probably would have been able to kill them. But I did end up dying. That is not my fault. That is my team's fault. So, right out of spawn, I see that we're kind of getting attacked at weird angles, I notice. I'm probably not going to be able to get a kill just straight on, so I decided to go for the flank here. I get a nice sonar off. I get a very nice dragon that zones off the tank very well. However, my tank does not capitalize on it. But I do secure the kill anyway. I really like my positioning here. I did miss that shot. I think there was just a lot of different moving components in my head because my team wasn't reliable. And I probably would have gotten that headshot if I knew I could count on my team to handle the main line. I basically killed him right there, by the way. That was not the tank, that was me applying pressure, even when I'm not seen. From here, it's just low cortisol Hanzo gameplay. I'm just going to try to secure this choke. I get some very good hits right there, probably the most impactful of this team fight. Unfortunately, it seems I just exploded. That was a spontaneous human combustion. It must be in some sort of game glitch. They gotta work on that. But once again, this was not my fault. This was a unintended game bug. So, 1/3 health, not getting healed, not getting healed, not getting healed, and I died. So, that's a healer diff, that's a healer fault, that is not my fault. Let's look at the stats here. I'm currently 5-5. which is by far the most on my team, and it's because I'm the one trying to make plays, while the other team is really just focusing on letting me make those plays and not helping. So if I just had once again, if I just had a little bit more support, I think this would have gone a lot different. Let's just skip ahead here, a decent chunk here. Here's a Hanzo battle. So I try to get out of the pinch here. And I do. I make a quick escape. I hack that health pack. Really smart play by me. Most people wouldn't have thought to do that. Alright, then just some boring low cortisol Hanzo gameplay of me just trying to hold a choke. Let me skip forward a little bit. Once again, I'm getting revived because Mercy understands my value as a player. And right there, that proves it. I get that kill, secure it. Most people wouldn't be able to do that, but I do because I'm moving different and I'm bringing it to a different level that people don't expect. Right here, I'm just maintaining threat. That was a lucky attack. I expected the tank to be able to get there faster, so I played a little bit more risky there, and I don't think there was anything I could have done differently. That was definitely just a tank issue. I mean, look. I don't know why it still says revive there, but... Let's go back a little bit. See, as you can see, my tank is there, fully nanoed. It shouldn't be a problem for him to just jump over and kill him, but unfortunately he doesn't. Because of that, he lets me die. Wait, hold on. It looks like I do a dragon here. So that dragon actually would have been critical if any of them died right there. If my team was struggling, this would have been a very critical, smart ult to do. Probably a perfect ult, if I had to guess. So from here, let's just skip ahead a little bit. Right here, I decided to jump up to probably my favorite choke or my favorite flanking position. I hide, trying to make myself not well known, so I can hopefully get a nice pick right off the rip. I let that tank do his thing. That aim wasn't my fault. That could have happened to anybody. I think once again, I'm having slight controller malfunctions or mouse malfunctions. That happens to everybody. Seems me more so than most. That was my fault. Nothing I could have done better there. I decided to retreat a little bit. Go for a different angle. So I know this Reaper's behind me. And that was clearly a tank diff. If my tank was in a better spot, one of the healers could have susu'd over to me, especially this Kiriko over here, that really isn't needed so far in the back line. They definitely could have helped me out there, but they didn't, so that's a healer diff, nothing I could have done about it. Let's skip ahead here a little bit. Let me just skip ahead here a little bit. Alright, it looks like let's just skip ahead a little bit. It was definitely a tank issue. So it looks like I went Reaper here. I must have died. Let's see here. Let's see exactly what happened. Yeah, I just didn't. So let's just skip ahead here a little bit. Beautiful kill by me. I really like this position I'm in right now. There we go, I got a nice kill on the tank. Take a look at the stats. So right now I'm currently 13 and 10, just showcasing that I'm willing to make the tough calls, be in the risky positions to secure those wins. I'm sure my team realizes that. Ideally, from here on out, they should be giving me a little bit more support, especially after those 2 flawless kills. Let's just skip ahead here a little bit. Okay, I managed to get that guy out of that position. So right here, if I had... There we go, I killed one. That was a very tactical retreat right there. I wish we didn't have to do it, but, you know, sometimes you have to make those tough calls. You have to know when to retreat, and that's something I'm really showcasing here, and I really do like that. So I have to say, this far into the recording, I think I'm doing a flawless job. I'm really not seeing any critiquing issues that could be done. Definitely my team. Let's have a look at the stats real quick. It's definitely a healer problem. They've died a little bit too much. Cassidy, he's really not getting the assists that he needs to be getting. Luckily, he does get a couple more kills than me because I'm giving him those openings, you know, allowing the space for Cassidy to get those kills. Same with Nanny. I really just wish our support could be doing a little bit better here. So let's just skip ahead here a little bit. I like this. I like how I'm applying pressure here. Here we go. Once again, I'm trying to get those unique angles that will take resources away from the other team. Right here, I'm just keeping this other guy busy. There we go. I got a kill here. I got another one here. Got another one here. There we go. I just got a 4K. It could have been a 5K, but I wanted the Mercy to feel like she's doing something, so I let her get that Reaper kill. Nice little tactical view to the ground. I really like that. Unfortunately, that ultimate came out of nowhere. We didn't have anyone to absorb it. Tied up. Let's skip ahead here a little bit. Looks like I'm staying with Reaper in this situation, which I think is fine. Let's look at the stats. 20 and 12, not bad. I'm back to my flanking position here. I think, once again, this is a very good position to be in. Not many people do it. Not many people expect it. Let's see if we can get some value out of it. And just like that, I get value. I killed one of the healers. That was a very good trade by me. Let's just see if our team can capitalize on it. Yeah, I really want you guys to see this. So, nice positioning right here. Not taking any damage. I notice that the circle goes around me, but I don't take damage. So their tank doesn't think that I'm here. I don't know if that was intended or the counter kind of counteracted it. Here, I go in on the Ana. Perfect fade as soon as they go for the sleep. I was ready for it. See, they're all very low back there. If my team could just lock in a little bit. Unfortunately, they can't. I had to run back. I did that in an attempt to save Nani. I felt that was a very good trade. Yeah, unfortunately, our team just crumbled despite my overwhelming support on the front lines. They were not able to secure any of those real high priority kills. Not my fault. I think I played great there. Nothing I could have done better. Skip ahead here a little bit. So they got the first point. They're currently on overtime. We just got to get one team clear. Going for the very nice flank from up top, waiting for them to really start engaging before I jump in. Right here, once I hear that ultimate happening, I know that they're going to start engaging. I don't manage to fade the sleep there. I think it was some sort of bug with my keyboard. Could have happened to anybody. Nothing I could have done better there. Let's skip ahead a little bit. Looks like I switched over to Hanzo for this last bit. Really trying. Right here, I'm all like, all right, we need to get them off this point. So let's see what I do. Very good hits right there. I try to break this thing for our tank, and I do. I get some good hits there. I managed to retreat, get into a good position. And now I'm going in behind. I'm waiting for a good shot. Missed that one, but I think it was some sort of visual bug. Because that does happen sometimes with Hanzo. Here, I'm just running. Right now, I realize the tank's after me. It doesn't matter what I do. If I die here, that's fine. As long as if I try to tear him off the point, it would be a success. I get a nice ice arrow out, and doing that allows our Emery to get a really good grenade kill. And once they do that, they all scatter because they're low health and they C9. And I like to think I did a lot to do that with having to pull the tank back as I did. Flawless by me. Great positioning. Definitely high tier. Nothing I could have done better there. Let's just skip ahead here a little bit. Once again, getting a nice flank position. Getting some good hits there. Some really high priority hits. Just headshotting that Hanzo, no big deal. Light work, honestly. From here on out, I'm all like, alright, we have this. There's nothing can really go wrong here. I get another good hit on that guy. The Zarya's with me. Really just kind of pump in some damage here, keep the pressure up. Unfortunately, our healers were too... Let's have a look at what our healers were doing here. Healer is not in the best position here. I think back here would be a little bit better. They would be able to get the heals off. Unfortunately, they were cowering. They just weren't where they need to be. Once again, out of position. Let's have a look at the stats. Yeah, they've died 14 and 13 times. I'm at 24-17, doing the most. Only 11k damage, but it's 11k damage that needed to be done. Go back to Hanzo, skip ahead here a little bit. Really good sleep by her, actually. I'll admit that. Get a nice heal, giving some resources to our healers. That tree was weirdly in my way. I don't remember it ever having to be there before. Yeah, just kind of a mad scramble. I'm getting some picks because I just moved like that. I should honestly have... My one critique, I should have ulted right there. I didn't know how many people were lined up, but I should have ulted and forced them onto the point. There we go. Nice kill. Another nice kill by me. Definitely the MVP of that team fight. Flawless. Textbook. Not bad at all. Here we go. Just some low cortisol Hanzo gameplay. Just shooting down mid. See how this goes. Yeah, I didn't know he was up there. I could have killed him right there, but I felt trying to get this tank off our point was a little bit more important. Good decision making by me. Just gotta know when to back off of the fight, you know. And right here, I can feel the ult coming. I can feel the Zarya ult coming. Here we go. Perfectly executed. Let's see. I got 1 kill there. 2, 3. That'd be another 4k for me. And there's only 1 team fight left, it looks like. Let's skip ahead. I'm going for the flank. Once again, doing those really risky gameplay maneuvers that need to be done in these kind of situations. And I do get a really good pick there. So right now, as long as our team can lock in, we win. And unfortunately, they didn't, and we got team wiped immediately. Let's take a look at the endgame values here. So I ended at 32 and 18. Not bad. 14k damage seems low, yes, but I was shooting the high priority targets and not just dumping all my damage into, you know, a tank or something. Yeah, I think my one critique for that game that I could have done better if I dragoned on that point, but once again, I didn't know they were all back there, but I should have just dragoned anyway. I should have just felt it out. If I did that, it would have made clearing the first point a little bit easier. Other than that, though, I think I played flawlessly, and if we have a look at the stats here, I think they speak for themselves. Our support was just not up to task, and our tank, yes, they got quite a few eliminations as they should. They just weren't where they needed to be in those critical team fight moments. That's all. Thanks for watching my deep analysis of one of my comp games. My last one, actually. Let me know if you agree. See ya.